Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the idea that sourced brands are losing steam. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Jeff Andresi, Tim Swyatt, and Katie Joyce.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
What's happening, everyone?
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about source brands. Are they losing a little bit of steam? We'll talk about that. We'll see what we think. Had an interesting conversation just last week I want to share with the group, but we'll get to that after the break. For right now, Tim said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
This one may be easy for this group. If McNew was on here, I think I'd probably think differently. But if you could give up something right now between these two, social media or television, what would it be?
Oh, social media.
Never use it again.
Television.
Wow. Didn't expect that one.
Wait.
What does YouTube count as?
Yeah.
I would think that counts as television.
Yeah.
Not social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm good. That's my favorite channel. Oh.
I can't get into the YouTube thing for some reason.
Oh, no, I love it.
Me either.
So much content on there.
It feels like I'm on like a website, and so I feel like it should be like real length, but when it's an hour, especially because like I pull up on my phone and then you can't do anything else on your phone really.
Oh,
And
you
I
need a
feel like
laptop.
it's constantly just getting in the way.
Our time's
It's an
tough. You
Android
need to
product.
get a
Get
laptop.
Windows.
Yeah. Get your laptop going, Katie.
I'm not. Oh man, this is a tough question.
That's what I
Now I'm rethinking it. I think it would be better for me if I gave up social media. Because I scroll too much. I doom scroll when I shouldn't.
All that time
So-
you'd get back.
Giving up social media would be a healthier choice because I don't watch much TV.
Right.
But I think it's a better quality. Like I'm sitting down and relaxing now and going to watch this show or this movie and be done. So I'm going to go with the healthier choice. Actually, I think, oh man, but I talk to so many people on social media. Like Instagram is the one that I like chat. Like I mostly opened up because I've got 12 messages and I've got all these things going on to connecting with people. So,
Yeah, you just gave it up though. It's over. It's over.
just gave it up. It's over. Only television.
Pen pals now. We got to be pen pals.
Back to pen pals.
Yeah,
Stamps
start
are
writing
cheap.
letters. Yeah. There you go.
You know, you can find me on social media. You aren't going to find me on TV, but I would drop the social media if I could only keep one. I got to watch the Vikings. Got to watch the Timberwolves.
And
this
YouTube.
year anyway.
YouTube.
And YouTube.
And
YouTube counts as
get
TV.
back to YouTube.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah.
damn.
Yeah, all right.
I think because of communication, I would have to drop TV, but I feel like it would be a healthier choice for my life. But like, I wouldn't know any of you without social media.
That's hurtful. Best
That is very
bourbon
hurtful.
store in St. Louis. You've
I'm
heard about
like
my
driving an hour out of my.
you heard about my billboard, yeah. Well, then you come down there, you're just like, whoa,
How would I know, Steve?
so knowledgeable. I don't know. We're working on it. We got top people working on it. Katie,
What?
of course.
Can I amend the rules? and I get only Instagram, but not for scrolling, watching video purposes, just for the messenger part.
Part of social media.
Well, it's social media. You don't get to use it.
It's pretty much the same as texting. Like,
You're back to
Couldn't
texting.
couldn't you get into comments in YouTube then? You get your YouTube, so you just be like, hey girl.
Hey, girl,
like, you
hey.
can find me on YouTube. I'm gonna post a video every day, so you can comment back and forth with me.
Yeah,
So
you just comment on the
That's
YouTube.
social media.
Here's
point.
with YouTube though. Don't translate it if they're talking about you. You don't want to do that.
I want to know what that
recently.
means. No.
Just leave it. You know what? The ignorance is bliss. You don't want to know what they're actually saying about you if it's not been translated. So, because clearly, if they wanted me to know, they could have ran it through the Google Translator and then put it out there. They didn't want me to know, and then I translated it anyway, and then I was hurt. So
Santa Claus wearing pink glasses.
well, that's just throw it out there. Just go ahead and tell it. That's perfect. I
Yes.
won't see any of those comments on my feed anymore. Yeah.
I don't check my
How many
emails.
languages
How do
would
I
that be?
ever find out about an ABV event ever again?
I don't have pink glasses, Katie. I don't.
Does not have pink glasses.
Yeah, I don't have pink glasses.
Well, according to the guy that
So.
commented,
yeah. I don't even know what
Maybe
language
you
it
should.
was. Sometimes you just know, even when you don't speak the language, you're like, I can tell what that is. That's German or whatever. No, I didn't know what this was at all. I just let Google take it over. And then I thought it would be very broken up. No, it was as clear as can be. It's like, this fucker looks like Santa Claus with pink glasses. This Google has really stepped up its game. That AI is,
So there's two things we have to get Steve. We got to get him a billboard, and we got to get him some pink glasses.
It's just very hurtful. All right.
Go fund me.
Yeah. Becca, what do you think? What do you think? TV or your beloved social media?
I mean, really, we can figure out what is social media by just looking on your phone under social media, like what stuff that counts. And I think YouTube would be under that.
No, it's not. It's TV. We got a ruling.
But the comments on you have to have comments off on every video.
Yeah, you get no comments on your YouTube, Steve.
Well, you're gonna lose traction. It's part of the algorithm, folks. We need the comments.
There's an algorithm that means it's social media.
Just saying. Yeah.
No,
Exactly. If
TV,
there's
TV is
algorithm implies social media.
No,
Steve.
TV is about algorithms too. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is.
Mm.
How do you think they decide what you're going to watch? Yeah.
What is TV? Because everything's a
Nielsen.
streaming service.
Which is an algorithm. Yeah, that's gathering of data for algorithms. Yes. Oh, they cross-track everything and look at age, sex, all that kind of stuff. They figure all that out. That's all algorithms is used. It's not just
Steve has no idea how all the Kate Upton reels are showing up on his social media page.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has no idea.
I saw that with Kevin Majors, by the way. So Kevin Majors pulls up his Instagram, and of course, they're going to put whatever content you like. He puts up, there's a large-breasted woman standing there, and then he scrolls. He's like, oh, because a woman walked by, and he's like, oh, he scrolls up. There's another one. He scrolls up faster.
Yeah, it
There's
was
another
me,
one. There's
Steve.
another one. There's another one.
I walked up behind him and I was like, damn, Kevin, what you watching? He's like, oh, Steve did this.
I didn't do shit. I'm standing there watching it, too. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
He got too close to Steve's phone in the location
That's right.
services knew. Oh, we know what you want to see. You're hanging out with this guy.
That's right.
He's hacked in every one of them. He must have scrolled 8 different pages up, and every single one of them was a large-breasted woman looking in the camera. Every single one of them. It's like, oh.
Explains a lot about my targeted ads every time I leave the barrel shop.
They just target me because I work at Ann's Bra Shop. I'm a fitter there, part-time.
Yeah.
Bitter.
I'm a fitter.
Part-time fitter.
I'm a part-time fitter, so they know. They're like, oh, there you go.
Okay,
For work purposes.
Part-time fitter, full-time pleasure.
Tim, you asked the question. What would you give up?
It's quite polarizing with the script. I was shocked. I thought it'd all be social media and be done with it. But yeah,
all social media be done.
I'm giving up social media. I'm saying that's it.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice.
You know what?
Nice knowing everybody.
We had it. So here's
never-
what I want to be clear on. We had it. We met all these great people. We get to keep those friendships. We might not get to add any new ones because of social media, but I'm good with what I got. I like the friends that I got.
I agree with that part. So the question is, will you all add me on WhatsApp so that we can actually talk?
Nope.
Sam,
I'm not using WhatsApp. I'll still be on my Instagram and
Oh, yes.
Facebook and
You
TikTok
and Kevin
and
Majors.
Twitter.
Yeah, and Kevin Majors. We know what you're doing.
Big-breasted women. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Kevin.
Sorry, losers. See you never.
See you never. Huh. You won't even comment on my YouTube videos?
You won't be able to see them because they'll be turned off for you. You only get to watch the videos.
What if someone does?
You do not get your
Instagram-
comments anymore.
Damn it.
What if you can get a friend to do an Instagram live of them watching a TV show?
See?
I think that's called Twitch.
Here's the thing. With social media, it's endless. I mean, the
There's a
things that I
solution.
could watch. I'm good. You guys are
I guess I'm
limited.
tired of seeing stupid people being made famous. That's what I really pissed off at.
This is
Isn't that
true.
television as well, though?
Yeah, we got the
Little
Kardashians,
television.
so
Yeah, but I don't
So
watch
there's
it,
that.
so I see their ad revenue from them.
Yeah,
But
here's the thing that Steve doesn't know is that the only TV he gets to watch is it's going to be on E, and it's only the Kardashians.
Only the Kardashians.
oh god.
Yeah.
Then I'd just be out of
What-
both, I guess. At that point,
Shut
I
'em
shot
both
myself
off.
in the foot. Yeah, I shut them. I can't watch the Kardashians.
That's it. That's
They
all it's on.
just-
It's
they just
only
make
a
me
mix
so
of the
angry.
Kardashians, Love Island, The Bachelor,
Uh,
and Vanderpump
Line.
Rules.
Ooh,
No.
Vanderpump.
They're all
Those are
Real
the only
Housewives,
things
and
that
you
you
gotta
get to
be a-
watch.
Yes.
hmm.
Yeah, the Real
And Real
Housewives.
House- and
That's a
Real
real head turner. Wow, that's great time spent on the couch.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah, talk about making stupid people famous.
Yeah.
Bingo.
The mentioning of these television shows, I'm feeling more confident in my initial answer, which was to get rid of television.
Yeah.
No, but you changed. It's too late.
Mm.
Your official answer was social media.
I
It
don't.
was already
I
deleted.
never
The
said
healthy
final
reasons.
answer, Regis.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you took your it was like making a checkers move and you took your finger off the piece.
Took your
That's
finger
it.
off the checker.
Over. Yeah.
Took your finger off a piece.
Yeah.
No take backs.
No takebacks. I'm sorry.
Answer played.
All right, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. Drunk. What do you got? I'm going to go first. I've got Neely, some Sweet Thump Dry. This is the bootlegger's pick.
Woo!
You guys don't have this
Oh,
one?
Not Steve's pick.
I don't have that one.
You don't
That's
have
Steve's
this one?
pick.
No, not
Fun.
the Steve and Molly pick, as it's known. Yeah, we have that coming out soon, folks. Molly and I.
The big
Molly
white
Wilbur and
guy
I,
with a beard and glasses and Molly pick.
Yeah,
With a subtext of Jeff Kaplan in little letters.
yeah. He came in later. He wasn't there when we did it, but then
Yeah,
came
he
in
was
and
too
like, "This
busy
is the best
cooking
one."
for all of us. He's too busy actually working.
Yeah. So, but it's coming soon. So it's Molly and I. Molly and I are pretty tight, and we do our palettes end up lining up on a lot of things, and yeah, we both picked this one, the one that didn't get picked, but we'll bring that barrel out soon. So here's this one though. It was also a great pick, by the way. There's no wrong answers there, but there was one that was clearly the winner. Oh, that was kind of nice.
Wow.
Very cute.
You need some WD-40 on that cork.
Well, it seemed like it was going to be a letdown, but I was pleasantly surprised with the cork pop. So I have the lead, Katie. You're talking trash, and right now you're looking up at me in the winner's circle.
Your lead was underwhelming.
Okay, well we'll see how you do. You're
Wow.
next. We'll see how you do. Can you beat
Now,
that?
now I'm gonna have the worst pop I've ever had.
I hope so. I hope I still have the lead.
I am opening some of my Jefferson's Marion McLean. But I clearly know the bottle I'm holding here in my hand. And I have opened it before, so it's not a new bottle. So we'll see how I do.
No.
Not enough. I still
No.
have the lead.
I, however, did not need WD-40. There was not a bunch of squeaking before my.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not enough. All right, Becca, you're next. What do you got?
I'm next. I've got
recently opened-
some Yellowstone. From age 6 years. What is it?
Oh, that's the family recipe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not grab that one. I know exactly where
Oh.
that's at. That's right in the same area. I did not grab
He
that one.
touched
Well,
it,
that's
took it off the
great for
shelf,
you,
and
dude.
decided, you know what? I'll
Yeah.
put this one back. I'll go
Yeah.
open up 3 other bottles.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It
So like
sounds,
when you
it
could
sounds
tell the
tainted.
disappointment in the body language,
Yeah.
like immediate, like
You see her she shrugged. She shrugged. Yeah.
Like
She
me
just-
now.
I mean, it's pretty much, it's like a truly well-loved bottle. It's almost gone.
Right.
it is near last show pour. Like it's getting
Right.
there.
Right. Remember that time when Jeff from Iowa said that's a well-loved bottle and he only had 2
And it was like
forks
this.
out of it?
Yeah.
Becca just unloaded on him. That was the first time Becca unloaded on anybody, and she
I think it was like truly unloaded on someone.
right.
Like, what the fuck are you talking
Becca
about?
unload on people is one of my favorite pastimes. Like just sitting back, as long as it's not directed at you, just
Right.
listening
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah.
go after someone else.
gosh.
Being an
Put up
observer
with
is great.
in life.
Well, that's
I
why
don't think
Darren gets to come on these because he just gets annihilated.
I
Yeah.
don't think I unloaded on anyone this weekend.
No, you were very pleasant. Very
It was
pleasant.
pleasant.
She's
I was,
saying
I was a wolf
on
in
about your
sheep's
giggling.
clothing.
Yeah. Well,
Need a pounce.
I was
All
wearing my nice person suit.
she was. She was very
Oh,
nice.
Becca's so nice and sweet.
So
And
pleasant.
Steve's like, she's a fraud. She's a fake. That's not who she is.
Yeah.
like, Steve, I listened to you giggle till 2 a.m. You shut
Yeah.
your mouth, pink
She
eyeglass.
was, she was worn out. The tiger was out of her because she was too tired. So
Yeah, literally. I was like, oh, well,
she was a walking zombie.
too late
Give it
now.
to
I'm
us,
fucking tired. So
Yeah.
guess I won't fucking scream at Steve for his giggling.
Jeff, what do you got there, buddy? What do you got, dude?
I've got a little leatherwood
Wow,
snake here.
How we pronounce Leatherwood now.
How do you pronounce it?
yeah.
They're making fun of your accent, Jeff. Ignore them.
Ah, yeah. Maybe my cork pop will have an accent.
No, not enough. Not
That
enough.
was cute.
enough.
I liked that one.
He was dialing in a combination there. Do you see he had to get
It did sound like that.
Right
I liked,
four,
it
back
was
to
like
one,
unlocking the
then
safe,
two.
and then
Yeah.
a cute little pop. I liked it.
Little
That was
cute
my
little
favorite.
pop.
All right, here's where we're at. I have the lead, but I still have Tim to go yet, so I'm in deep trouble here.
Oh.
Tim hasn't gone yet, so
I've got a last show.
if I lose this one,
Let's talk about Source Brands Buzzard Roost. This one's from 2020. This is a barrel strength straight rye whiskey. Slide on the set. Nothing.
Wait.
sounded like victory for me.
Tim, I need you to redo it, and I need you to hold the bottle by your mouth where the microphone is used to picking up sound.
Okay. No, still nothing.
I mean, it's a microphone. It can't it's not like it can't see, Katie. I don't know what that. Like, it's not going to be like, oh shit, oh sorry. There's actually it's right by the mouth.
It is? Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does, because the microphone opens or closes based on the distance and the sound that's getting. So they will automatically adjust. And so he was holding it way over here. But if the input for the microphone was faced towards him, I was afraid that he was putting it away from where the input part of
Okay, I'll give you that, I guess.
Well, very IT.
I just suck. And every piece of equipment I've spent on, thousands of dollars,
yeah.
sucks.
He's
Sucks.
just trying to
I'm
win
pretty sure
so
we even
bad.
checked this, and he has the same brand of microphone as what I have, and his just refuses. Like,
It's amazing.
Yeah. So,
But Steve,
there
you
go.
won.
I won. That's a big win.
Wow,
Cheers, gang.
Steve.
Cheers.
Appreciate the love, Katie.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this concept of our source brands losing steam. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Lock it in and rip off the knob. The ABV Network.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, Kathy, go ahead.
Oh, I thought that was it.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
You are.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're wondering, are source brands losing their steam?
Yes. So that's the question of the day. What do we think? Are source brands, are they on a downtick? What do you guys think?
I say yes.
Okay.
I'm a yes. Some brands, yes.
So
Hard to have a business when your interest rates now are in 7% loans when it was 0 at one point in time.
Right.
Hard to run a business on a shoestring budget when you can't get funding.
Yeah. It is a very cash intensive business. It's an expensive business. So, yeah.
Yep.
So is there a segment? I mean, I'm thinking that maybe there's not as many startups that are just trying to get some juice out there.
Well, there was
Maybe that's
what
where
was the
the
number?
downswing.
There was 1,300 distillery licenses through like July last year, and by the end of the year, they were down 300. We're down to about 1,000 or something. There was I remember seeing somewhere around 300 distillery licenses were dropped between July 2023 and December 31st, 2023. So those that have to be the NDPs. I would think anybody who's got their own stock and starting to go would be interesting.
I wouldn't say that definitely has to be NDPs. I mean, that's
No, I'd
like,
say maybe a large percentage of it, but I'm sure there's a lot of distilleries that are just closing them too.
yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I did have a distributor in last week in the shop, and he was like, we want to grow our brands, but right now we're not looking at any source. We want people who are making their stuff.
Yeah,
Source brands are going down.
That's true. We literally were just we just were up talking to a distributor up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we talked to, I guess this was a liquor store, like one of the bigger ones, and he was like, oh, so this isn't just some more MJP juice, is it?
Wow.
We were like, no. And he's like, oh, okay, thank God.
Yeah.
And like, that's like, first thing said, like, this isn't just more MGP stuff, right? We're like, no, like, we make this. He's like, all right, cool. Then yeah. And he bought a bunch of it. He tasted it and loved it. And so there's still, it's not like stuff is slowing down buying wise, but because he bought, I don't know, he probably spent like $5,000.
Yeah.
On just like buying some cases from us.
I think for sure what I think is the market for those that are $250 to $400. If you go back just 2 years, there was quite a few brands. And again, all source brands in the $250 to $400 range. And I think those have about all gone by the wayside. There's a couple that have hung in there that are at that, but I don't think there's any new ones being added in that range. It's just not, it's not something that people are buying these days. I think the mark is actually like $100. Once it gets over $100, we can sell some bottles if they're over $100, but it has to be really good stuff and unique. And you're also it's gonna significantly limit you. I mean, you're not. Everyone who walks through the door isn't potentially going to be a buyer of a bottle that costs $150. Now, that's not to say we can't sell it. We won't ever sell a $150 bottle, but I'm just saying that you're definitely limiting your market. So liquor stores have to think about it, particularly ones that are bigger than us, where they're running the algorithms on their shelves and trying to figure out, how many of those type of things can they have versus, things that are shelfies for, $50 and less, all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure they have to look at that stuff very closely. And there's just not room for $250 to $400 whiskeys anymore.
Well, I find it interesting. I got some folks that are like, hey, you want some of this? I got some of this. You want some of this? And it's like, no. And they're like, well, why not? And I'm like, well, because your price is outrageous. The secondary market is starting to eat itself now. And they don't want to drop the prices because they're too far into something on their own. So now they're stuck with a bunch of crap. To that point, Steve, to that, and not crap whiskey, but what they bought into, and they're not going to be able to get something out of it. And, I'm not going to say any brands, but you got a lot of hair brands or whatever it may be that release these ridiculously aged whiskeys that were $400, $500, and they're trying to unload them for double, and they're not going to get that. They're not even going to get what they paid for. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these MDPs it's a great point, Steve. That 250 plus. You're right. Yeah. Anything over $100, people are starting to ask.
Right.
They're asking questions.
I think the consumer is just becoming more aware.
I think that's a big part of it.
And now let's just preface this with there's nothing. MGP makes
Great whiskey.
incredible whiskey.
Yeah.
But I think that when someone knows that there's a bottle, when there's two separate bottles and one of them is like they're the same age, but like we just said, one is $89.99 and the other one is $175. They're gonna go, this is the same stuff, just different like bottle.
Right.
And they're gonna go with the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It goes down to the story too. I mean, story and marketing, and that stuff matters. I mean, you don't have a story to tell.
Right.
I was just at a Distill, Illinois this past weekend while we're recording, and I could sit there I could sit there at the Old Monroe booth and tell the story of Old Monroe. I could sit at the booth of Blonde Brothers, at Few Spirits, and Rush Creek, and I could tell the story because you get to know the folks, you get to know the people, you get to know what's going on. I could sit there and sell the whiskey. Some of the other stuff, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the story right yet on this one. I don't know if there's much there.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to bring something to the table for sure. And it can't be just, hey, this is really cool and rare, buy it. It just doesn't work because you look at some of that stuff, crazy stuff. The famous quarterback that had the brand that was a Dickel source product, and it was like $299. And people are buying it, saying it's good. And then the brand behind that releases very similarly aged product, and it's like $49.99. It's like, well, why do you buy the celebrity backed one if that's really your flavor profile? Buy the one that costs $49.99 it just has the brand name on it. Why do that? So, I don't know. I think
the ability. The blenders that are out there that are creating new products with sourced whiskeys and stuff like that, we're just scratching the surface on some of that.
Right.
There's something to say about that. And the artistic ability to be able to do that and to blend that stuff from sourced products and mingle things together and this, that, and the other. I think it's still better.
I think there is.
A category to start
You look at somebody like Dixon Dedman and what he's doing with his 2XO now. Again, you're talking about bottles that are $110, $150 somewhere in there, and you're thinking that's a source brand. But I tell you what, drink it and you think, well, there's a reason to spend $150 on a bottle when you taste it. He's a great blender. He clearly has skills at that, and he can do some things, but. I just think the point where every source brand is going to be that those prices is just gone. You have to add value. You have to have somebody like a Dixon Dedman there.
Yeah,
helping you out.
They have to be doing something with it.
Yeah,
which are definitely, like you guys said, there's people who are doing like blending or like they're doing cool finishes with them, and like they're actually doing stuff with it. Then that's still going to sell. But if you're just literally buying MGP juice and just putting it under another like brand, you're doing nothing to it. Yeah. Good luck.
So, is there an overabundance of distilling capacity in the industry right now?
I'd like to think so, but then I just interviewed, Craig Beam at Jackson Purchase Distillery. And they had a 24-inch column that they're running around the clock, ran out of capacity, added a 36, and then they're going to add another 36 next year, running 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Oh.
I just, and they're selling out. So I don't know who's buying this, because they of course are selling that up front. It's not a deal where they have to make the whiskey, age it, and then hopefully it sells. No, they're having, it's contract distillation where the people are paying them to do that. So there's still people paying for whiskey out there.
I'm trying to compare it to the craft beer industry, which, a lot of great beers coming out, but not great business people. And so they all start cranking up and adding vats and fermenting tanks. And next thing you know, they're going bankrupt because they can't pay for all that, and they're not selling enough of their own. And I just think on that.
I just think that, yes, there's going to be attrition to this industry. I don't think someone as talented as Royce Neely, since we got Beka here, I don't think someone as talented as him and doing what he's doing, he really has anything ever to worry about. I think that he is going to be fine. I think the people that are going to fall by the wayside are the people that aren't Royce Neely's that are out there. There's so many people that are out there making bad whiskey, and they've been able to hang on and do okay because there's been this huge bourbon craze. There's been people traveling and going around and wanting to discover new distilleries and stuff like that, and buying their bottles because they feel compelled to buy one when they're there, even though they, if you get them to talk about it, they admit it's not good. I think that those are the ones that are going to get hurt. And I think the source brands too, they got lazy. It was easy to sell for a while, and you could put a high price on there and anything goes. And I think that those are going to go by the wayside too. And I think there'll always be a place for the Royce Neelys of the world. The big brands are going to be just fine. And then the people like the Dixon Deadmans who do have a higher price product, or Mark Carter, if he's finding these great barrels, he's built enough of a following that they can support his brand. And these are companies that aren't trying to be the next Jim Beam. They're just trying to put out good whiskey. And I think there'll always be room for them too, even at a higher price. So, yeah.
Jeff, to make a good point to try to compare industries, I would compare it to the oil industry. So you've got companies that have costs at $20 a barrel. You have companies that have costs at $50 a barrel or $60 a barrel. When oil cracked and fell down, what do? If your cost is at $50, do you keep on drilling or do you stop drilling? So if you're going to sell it for $20, at least you're capturing back $20 out of your cost. But I think that's where you're at, is you got a lot of folks that have a lot of product. Their cost of capital, what they need to sell it at, is higher than what they're able to get it for. So now what's going to happen is cash is going to go up and banks are going to stop giving loans. And then now you're having consolidation. There are going to be a lot of consolidations and acquisitions of the right brands. But if you're producing your own and you got cost control and you got that cost down as low as you can, you're going to be able to weather a lot of storms. To your point, Steve, with like Neely.
Yep.
You have quality situations going on there. You've got, I have no idea what the business metrics are or anything like that. I always hate to say you never have to worry about anything, but if you're running a shop that's running tight with quality where it needs to be and your cost of capital's there, whatever you can do, you keep on laying stuff down and see what comes out of it. Because that's the hard part about this industry is it needs age.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need a long age if you're doing it right the first time.
Right.
That's where I think a lot of people get lost. They look at these long age statements, stuff sitting around for 6-7 years, when I'll go put a 13-month, 23-month whiskey in front of somebody from some of our craft friends all day long. It'll be more flavorful than anything because of what they're putting into the process or what barrel char they're using or barrel entry proof, whatever it may be. That stuff matters.
Yeah. So. Well, there you go. There's a little speculation there, and we'll have to wait and see what happens, as always, of course. We'll wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, and the Cigar Dojo. That's Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's, 2 Z's.
All right, Katie.
You can find me over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
Tim.
Instagram at SwagGuy2112 and on YouTube at Our Flagship Whiskey.
Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. ABVnetwork.com. Come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop, we've always got new things going on. We're on a roll right now with all kinds of barrel picks coming in. So check us out online. You'll be able to see what we have in inventory. Maybe you want to shop it. So you have your game plan when you're ready, when you show up at the door. We are available at abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.